Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report that has got some interesting tidbits about a major player in the insurance world, and let me tell you, it looks like they are setting the stage for something big, or at least informing everyone about their upcoming financial roadmap. We're going to break down essentially what Chubb Ltd is telling investors and the public about its financial picture and future. It is not just about numbers, it is about what those numbers mean for the company's strategy and where it is headed. Before we get into the meat of it, if you like getting these kinds of clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of important corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord where we chat about all things corporate finance. Link is in the description below. Alright, so what we're looking at here is an 8K filing. Think of this as a company's way of shouting out important news that investors need to know right away. And the big news here is that on the 8th of December 2025, Chubb Ltd is releasing some new information for investors. This is Chubb Ltd, a name you might recognize in the insurance industry. They are a global player, and this report is essentially an update related to investor presentations. Now, before we get to the financial details, it is worth noting what kind of securities Chubb has traded publicly. They have their common shares on the New York Stock Exchange, symbolized by CB, but they also have several different types of senior notes, which are basically loans they've taken out from investors, due in various years like 2027, 2028, 2029, 2031, and 2038. This tells us they leverage debt financing quite a bit, which is common for large corporations, but it is always something to keep an eye on. The main event in this filing is under item 7.01, which is Regulation FD disclosure. This is where companies talk about information they are sharing publicly that could move the stock price. What Chubb is doing here is posting a slide presentation on their website. This isn't just some casual document, it was prepared for important investor meetings happening on or after the 8th of December 2025. And don't worry if you miss seeing it right away, they're keeping it available for at least 60 days. This presentation covers key areas like the company's financial performance, what kind of businesses they're in, their strategic moves, and where they see growth opportunities. While we cannot access external links directly, the important part is that they are being transparent about their business and financial outlook. This kind of presentation is where we often find the narrative behind the raw numbers. They'll likely be highlighting successes, explaining challenges, and painting a picture of their future plans. And after all the official stuff, we get to the signatures. This just confirms that someone authorized at the company, in this case, Joseph F. Wayland, their general counsel, has signed off making this report official. Now, let's talk about what we can infer and my take on it. Although this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables here in the text itself. The fact that they are releasing an investor presentation that discusses financial performance, business mix, strategic initiatives, and growth opportunities on the 8th of December 2025 is the key takeaway. Think about what this means. Companies like Chubb don't typically put out these detailed presentations without a solid reason. It could be to signal strong upcoming earnings to explain a new strategic direction, or to reassure investors during a potentially uncertain economic period. The mention of business mix, strategic initiatives, and growth opportunities suggests they are actively managing their portfolio and looking for ways to expand or improve their profitability. For Chubb, a global insurer, their business mix is crucial. Are they more focused on property and casualty insurance or life insurance? Are they strong in commercial lines or individual policies? A shift in this mix can significantly impact their risk profile and their revenue streams. If they are, for instance, increasing their focus on specialized commercial insurance, that could indicate a strategy to tap into higher margin business or areas where they have a competitive advantage. Their strategic initiatives could involve anything from entering new markets, launching new products, adopting new technologies like artificial intelligence for underwriting or claims processing, or even pursuing mergers and acquisitions. These initiatives are their plans to grow and stay ahead of competitors. And growth opportunities are where they see the potential to increase their revenue and profits. This could be in emerging markets, in specific insurance niches, or even through cross-selling their existing products to their customer base. The fact that they are talking about these elements suggests they have a forward-looking plan and are not just operating business as usual. The date, the 8th of December 2025, is also significant. Depending on when this filing is made public relative to their earnings cycle, this presentation could be setting expectations for the upcoming earnings report or providing context for past performance. If it is before their year-end earnings, it might be offering guidance for the full year. Looking at Chubb's history, They are known for their global reach and their focus on the insurance and reinsurance markets. They have a reputation for being a stable, well-managed company. However, the insurance industry is highly competitive and subject to various economic factors, including interest rates, inflation, and catastrophic events. So, the management's ability to navigate these challenges and execute their strategies is paramount. One key risk for insurers is the unpredictable nature of claims, especially from large-scale natural disasters. While this filing doesn't detail specific risks, any investor presentation from a company like Chubb would likely touch upon their risk management strategies and perhaps their reinsurance coverage. My take on this filing is that it signals a proactive approach from Chubb's management. They are not just filing required documents, they are actively communicating their strategy and outlook to the investment community. The emphasis on financial performance, strategic initiatives, and growth opportunities suggests a company that is focused on driving value for its shareholders. What makes this particularly interesting is that it is not a detailed financial report in itself, but rather an announcement of a presentation that will contain those details. This means the real story is yet to unfold in the investor slides. We should be watching for any specific growth figures, profitability metrics, or shifts in their market focus that they highlight. A potential strength for Chubb is its diversified business model across geographies and product lines. This diversification can help cushion the impact of downturns in any single market or product segment. However, a potential weakness could be the increasing competitive pressure from traditional insurers and newer insurtech companies, which may challenge their pricing power and market share. The opportunities for Chubb likely lie in leveraging technology to improve efficiency and customer experience, expanding into new or underserved markets, and potentially making strategic acquisitions to consolidate their position or enter new areas. The risks, as always in insurance, revolve around unexpected large claims, regulatory changes, and economic volatility. In conclusion, this 8K filing points to Chubb Ltd preparing to share a significant update with its investors. It signifies a commitment to transparency and strategic communication. Keep an eye out for that investor presentation. That is where we'll get the real numbers and the roadmap. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Chubb Ltd filing. What is your take on what this means for a company like Chubb? What do you think they'll be highlighting in their investor presentation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decoding.